Welcome back. I'm your host, Courtney, and if you're new here, welcome to the Occasionally Social podcast. And today we are kicking off the summer mini-series with creating our summer bucket list. And I don't know about you, I absolutely love making plans, setting intentions for the summer season. I don't know what it is about being out and about in the summer. It's the weather, the vibes. It just gives out great, like the mood is just there. I don't know. This is like really one of my favorite times of the year is the summer, where you want to plan. You could do stuff by yourself. You could do stuff with your friends and family. You could do stuff with your kids if you're a parent. And also take that time to do the things with yourself by relaxing, having fun. Prioritizing ourselves is what is the main thing for this summer. So before we dive into creating our summer bucket list, I wanted to go ahead and kind of do a little segment of just showing some appreciation to the friends and family that did come out and show support at the Summer Social Podcast Brunch that happened last week. It was super fun. It was very intimate, and I appreciate the friends that were able to come out and support. And if you've ever listened to anything or any of my episodes, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I want to shout out my sponsors for my self-care swag bags. Thank you for believing in the kid. There was Aunt Jackie's Curls and Coils. They provided some hair care products. There was Simon & Schuster's, who provided 2 self-care books, which was amazing. Like, I really appreciate it. It was the Art of Chilling Out for Women and the Self-Care for Black Women book. So make sure you check those out. Those are some really good reads for the summer. And who else was a sponsor? Miss Tina Wells for providing the Elevate journals that included this really pretty pen, which is a super surprise because I thought I had to buy the pens for the bags, but it actually came with one. And 54 Thrones, shout out to my ladies at 54 Thrones. I'm an ambassador for their beauty brand, and they provided some beauty body butters for us. So thank you so much. And let me know if you want to see any kind of how I reached out to the sponsors, like on YouTube, if you would like to see any of those kind of like the templates or the pitch decks that I sent out to brands to reach out for the self-care swag bags. So back to our summer mini series, which is going to be a 4-part series for this summer. Something short, something cute, something fun, because I know I'm always kind of like, not Debbie Downer or anything, but majority of my topics I realize are serious, and that's fine. That's cool. But in the summertime, let's get a little bit of let's have a little bit of fun, right? And I just want to think. Let's see. So for the summer mini series, like I said, 4-part series where we'll be talking about creating a summer bucket list, creating your self-care rituals, as far as like morning routine, night routines, daytime routines, incorporating summer skincare, summer health care, summer hair care. All of these things intertwine with each other, and nourishing our bodies, socializing, because I know sometimes people, are afraid to socialize, but this is a time of the year where people are like outside. People want to be entertaining people, want to be hosting things. So this little series is going to be super fun to do. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you are following the podcast YouTube channel, also following the podcast on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify as well. And I also, before getting into creating the summer bucket list, I want to talk about the summer self-care guides. I made this guide. I'm going to probably put it up here or put it up here, one of the two. But it is basically a guide that's going to help you be able to figure out things for the summer, get you to where you need to be at. And you can also incorporate it throughout the year. But this one is just more has more of the fun side to things. It's like hosting, skincare, hair care, where these things you can kind of incorporate throughout the year. So make sure you check out the self-care guide, the summer self-care guide. I don't know why I keep forgetting that it's summer self-care guide. But make sure you check that out. It will be linked in the show notes, and it will be linked in the description box on YouTube. And let me know what you think about it. I hope you like it, because I think it's about over 30 pages. It's a quick read, nothing too crazy. So make sure you check it out and let me know what you think. So now let's get into the summer bucket list. So let's talk about the powers of setting intentions for the summer. When we set clear intentions for what we want to experience and achieve, it's like giving ourselves a roadmap for an incredible summer. And I know that we're already in July, so you already had a 1 month to get a feel of what you may want to do for the summer. So now let's hone in on what we actually want to do for the summer. And it also helps us stay focused and purposeful throughout the summer when we have something to look forward to. And plus it adds a dose of excitement to our days. So why not create a summer bucket list to capture all of those amazing ideas and dreams? But I have on my bucket list. Now you could take some of them if you want, or find things that are local in your area as well. So let me just not show you, but let me just share to you what my summer bucket list is. So far I've already checked off some things off my bucket list, which was plant making at Plant House, which was really fun. If you have one of those in your town, I would definitely go and check them out. I'm going to try to link their website in the show notes and in the description box. And I'm looking at my list of things that I've already done. So if you see me looking down, if you're watching on YouTube, that's what I'm doing. So Trap Karaoke, so far, that was really fun. They are a brand that goes around kind of like, it's like a concert, and then like you go up there and you perform your favorite song. And we went to that in May, and I hosted a brunch, which was the podcast brunch. And I do want to start doing monthly girls dinners or girls brunches with my close friends, just so we can catch up each month, just to have like a little bit of a wind down with each other at my house. And so what I would like to do that's also still on my summer bucket list is to do candle making. I want to check out this new place that's in Norfolk. I think they have one in Richmond as well, but it's called Wick and Sip. So I want to definitely check them out. If you are in Virginia, 757 area, Hampton Roads area, I will link that so that you can maybe check it out yourself. I would like to get another tattoo. Yes, I have all these baby little tattoos, but I want one more. At least one more. And I haven't had one in a couple years now. So I would like to do that. I would like to do a paint and sip. I don't know if I want to host my own paint and sip or go to one. So that's kind of like debate. I like hosting things. And I want to attend more local events and festivals. So I know that I like to go out of town and do a lot of events and things like that, but I kind of want to start doing things locally. Like last weekend, we went to the R&B nights that was in the park in Hampton, down the street from my house, and that was so fun. So definitely check out your local events that's in your neighborhood or in your city, and these can be free events, because that was a free event we went to last weekend, which was super fun. And you can also find events that you, of course, have to pay for. You can check these out on Facebook, because I found that on Facebook. Or you can look on Eventbrite. They have a lot of events on there as well. And so another thing on my summer bucket list would be a possible weekend getaway. Read at least one book. I've started working on the Self-Care for Black Women book. So I want to finish that and maybe do one more, like a fantasy book, because I like a lot of supernatural things. So I definitely want to do that. Update my skincare and hair care routine, just to name a few things. So I don't know if that may have helped you. I'm hoping that kind of helped you get like a little buzz in your head of like ideas of things that you could do for the summer. I mean, because you still got July, you still got August. Like I said, June was a little bit of play, free time. So now you can kind of say, well, let me figure out some things that I want to do. And you can also incorporate family, friends, activities as well with your kids, like going to the pool. That's an example. We have a water park, water country here, or Busch Gardens. So going to an amusement park, that will be probably one of our to-do lists this summer. And so I have it to where it's a mix of self-care activities and fun experiences. So now I feel like you should take out a pen and paper or open up your notes app on your phone because we're going to create your own bucket list together. So I'm going to let you get ready, get your stuff, because I'm about to give you some tea. Okay, so here is my list of things that you should probably have on your bucket list or try to have on the bucket list. Let's start with the self-care rituals. How about trying a new morning routine that includes meditation or journaling? And I know previously in the episode I've said that majority of my journaling is me audio doing it on my voice notes in my phone, but now I've kind of started liking to do journals. And then also finding journals that have prompts in it is really good, or you can also find them for free online to kind of guide you in journaling. Or maybe you would like to prioritize getting enough rest and focusing on your mental well-being. And that is what I've been doing for the holiday break. I have been kind of resting, not really doing anything. I feel like, I don't know if I'm getting older or something, but I definitely went out one day and the rest of them I'm like, I'm tired. I don't want to do nothing else. When it used to be go, 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 go. But I have to learn that if my body is saying that it's tired, then let's rest. Let's just put on a movie, just rest, take a nap, in and out of sleep. It's okay sometimes. I know like today I felt like I had the burst of energy to go ahead and put out your episodes. Go ahead and record them because you have been resting. You have been taking that time. And so don't forget to add activities that nourish your soul and bring you joy. So remember the self-care rituals that could be, like I said, adding the new morning routine, adding a day routine. You might have to revise it if, you have kids like me. Like our normal routine is different when it's a school year, but during the summer, trying to give them productive things, like my son's in football, and that has been a struggle to get him to go to football practice. But just trying to have things for them to stay active is something I have to like incorporate in my routine because in order to keep them functioning as well. Okay, so moving on. So the next thing I would suggest would be outdoor activities because it's beautiful outside. In Virginia, we have been literally like the Washington State for some reason the last couple of weeks. It's just been raining, raining, raining. But when it's nice outside, it is nice. So I feel like this is the time where you go and venture. This is the perfect time to embrace nature, soak up the sunshine, get that tan, girl. Okay, I already had a tan and I was only outside for 5 minutes, but make sure you have that sunscreen on. One thing I would like to do is try to go on a hike. I know I'm not really an outdoorsy person, but I want to kind of do more things outdoors, just kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. So going on a hike, having a picnic in the park, which I think that would be a fun thing to do with your girlfriends or with your kids or a date or whatever floats your boat. And even planning a beach outing with friends, which I think that would be so fun. Where I live at, we have multiple beaches everywhere in the 7-5 area. So definitely we'll be doing that. Getting outside and connecting with nature is a must on summer bucket list. So somewhere up there, at least if you know you're not like an outdoorsy person as like I am, at least put one thing up there that says I'm gonna go outside this summer. Okay? And if you get to travel, go ahead and travel and get into that outside nature. Explore, do excursions if you're going traveling. And so we can't forget about socializing. I know sometimes the girlies like to say, I don't have any friends. I don't have this. Nobody to go with. Sometimes you just got to go by yourself and then meet people. To me, I'm confident when I'm by myself or with others, but people approach you when you're by yourself instead of with a bunch of people. So just kind of like sparking a conversation with someone while you're out is a great thing. Then you can meet the friends and then you can have connections everywhere. So summer is all about spending quality time with loved ones and creating beautiful memories together and organizing those social gatherings. So if you're a party planner like me, I love to have people over. I love to be around people. So just having somewhere for us to meet up together, whether it's just for a game night or just some kind of activity. Like I said, I wanted to start doing monthly girls' dinners / brunches so that we can kind of like catch up and talk and things like that. Just having activities for us to do together. And it's all about nurturing those connections and enjoying the company of those that mean the most to you. And lastly, let's talk about personal growth. Summer is the perfect opportunity to engage in activities that help you grow and learn. So maybe you've been eyeing that book for personal development, which for me, I have a couple of books that I have staring at me that I need to go ahead and start reading. One is more about financial literacy that I want to kind of like get into and get back better at my finances and all that kind of things. So trying to read that book as well. I'm gonna put it in the notes. I don't want to mess up the book name, but I definitely have seen good reviews on it. And like I said, I've been reading the Self-Care for Black Women book, but I've also got in tune with human design and just learning that I'm a projector, and now kind of like in the deep end now because I'm wanting to find out more about that and how it explains how I function as a projector. But I think I'm going to talk more about human design in season 2 about like how being a projector, which I am here to guide. And I just realized that, wow, this is why I want to speak. This is why I want to help others, is because that is my natural human nature, like wanting to come out, and I want to be in line with that. Starting a new hobby could also be something that can challenge you for the summer. Like if you're not a plant person, but you kind of want to grow a plant during the summer, you might can do that as a hobby. This is just your chance to explore new things and embrace new opportunities for growth. So I hope that helped you with finding things that you can create on your bucket list or add to your bucket list for the summer. And maybe talk to your girls and see what they're doing for the summer. Maybe that can bounce ideas off for you as well. And I'm hoping that you're feeling inspired and ready to embark on this amazing summer journey filled with self-care, adventure, socializing, and personal growth. And so make sure to check out my summer self-care guide, which I will have in the show notes, and I'll have it in the link in the description box on YouTube. It's created to help guide you to have that best summer, and I go into more details about creating the summer bucket list in the guide, also about self-care rituals, including skincare and hair care routines, setting boundaries during the summer, because you still have to set those boundaries for the summer, okay? Don't just go all crazy. And then being mindful of yourself and having fun as well. So remember, your summer bucket list is a reflection of your desires and aspirations. So take the time to brainstorm, dream big, make it your own. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It could just be 5 things that you at least want to do over the summer. It doesn't have to be a long list, because we sometimes don't have enough time for that because we still have to work. And don't forget to share your bucket list creations with us on the social medias, because I want to know what you guys are doing, because I might want to say, oh, I might want to do that too. So I would love to see what you're planning for this summer. So let's keep the conversation going on the socials. What is one activity you would like to knock off your summer bucket list? Share it with us in the comments down below on YouTube, or in the comments on Instagram or on TikTok, and let's inspire each other to make the most of our summer. And you can find us on the socials on Instagram, Occasionally Social Podcast, on TikTok, The Occasionally Social Pod, and on YouTube, The Occasionally Social Podcast. So new visuals drop on Tuesdays. So make sure you head over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. And if you're liking the podcast so far, make sure to leave a review. It is much appreciated on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, letting me know what you're thinking of the podcast so far, or you could jot in the reviews like some suggestions of topics that you would like to see in the new season. I'm definitely looking for ideas if you would like to give any. And so whichever platform you're listening to, my main ones are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on YouTube. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Creating Your Summer Bucket List. And make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the summer mini-series. So make sure you're following on the socials and following the podcast so that you can keep up with us, keep up on the updates. And I also want to give out a summer self-care box for the items that were sponsored for the brunch. I still have some of those gifts, so I want to give them out because I'd like to share all of these great goodies that I have. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you're on the lookout for the giveaways. I will be doing one on YouTube, and I will be doing one on Instagram, and I'll be doing one on TikTok. Keep embracing your joy and growth opportunities that come with setting intentions and following through with your summer bucket list. So until next time,